All right, so I want to take a minute here to talk about how we solve equations and inequalities in the calculator. Now, there are some instructions here on this page in your notes, which I believe this is page 4 in your notes. This is about how to solve equations. Solving equations in the calculator, there's 2 ways to do it. The way I like solving equations, the easiest way to solve them, which is the one I'm going to show you. And I can show you the other one, which is these instructions here on the left. I can show you that on Monday. But for now, I want to show you how to do this. And it's really easy, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take whatever is on, oh, wow, that's whatever, you know what I'm trying to do. Whatever's on the left side of the equal sign. So remember, we're going to draw a line down the middle for our equal sign. The left side is going to go in the first row. The right side is going to go in the second row. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to start by, I'm going to make everything y equals. So I'm not just going to put 1.25 times 4x minus 10. I'm going to put y equals 1.25 parentheses 4x minus 10 in the calculator. Okay, that's the left side. It goes in the first row. The right side I'm going to put in the second row. Okay, so I've got 1.25 times 4x minus 10 in the first row, 7.5 in the second row, and they're both y equals. So again, we talked in class today about when I have one solution, no solution, infinitely many solutions, about how really I'm looking at 2 lines. So we're going to treat this like 2 lines, and we're going to look where they intersect. This line intersects at 4, 7.5. Right here in these notes, let me see if I can get this thing to highlight. This is one of the most important things to note, okay? The solution to an inequality or an equation is always the x value, no matter what letter they use in the equation. When we put these things in our calculator, we're going to always put x. So see here how they have y's? Not us, we're putting in x's. Here they have m's? Nope, we're putting in x's. Because that way we're always going to remember to look for x for the solution, okay? So on this one here, I have 4, 7.5. Well, my ordered pair, 4, 7.5, is, let me see. I look for the x is 4. Well, that didn't work out, did it? My x is 4, so my x is 4, so 4 is the answer I'm looking for. Okay? Let's try another one. Let me get rid of this one. Let's try this one. So it says, what's the solution to 4y minus 3? So if I put 4, instead of putting x, instead of putting y, I'm going to put x minus 3. So x minus 3, whoopsie, plus 19. That's the first row because it's the left side of my equation. Then I'm going to do y equals 8 parentheses 2x plus 3 plus 7. Okay, and I look for where they cross. I see they cross at -2, -1. I want the x value from -2, -1, which is x. So, let me find this. My x value that I want is -2, and so this is the answer I'm going to pick. Okay. This guy down here, once again, let's try it again. So we do y equals. The left side is -4 times 2m. Oh, I'm not typing anything. Y equals -4 times 2m. I'm going to do 2x. It's not going to hurt me to do x, but I'm going to do x just to be safe. Minus 7. That's my left side. My right side is 3 times 52 minus 4x. Okay, it's a little harder. I got to look a little harder to find. Now this starts off, it looks kind of like no solution, but no solution is not one of my choices. So I'm going to start scrolling and see if I can find where they cross. Now let's say I can't quite figure out where they cross. If I click on one of them, it's going to make a dot for me. Okay, my x is 32, so 32 is the answer I'm going to pick. Okay, that's how we solve equations in the calculator. It is really easy. Now, let's zip on down here to page, what is this? Page 7. It's a little trickier on page 7. I'm just putting that there so I can circle the answer when I find it. Okay, now, for inequalities, it's different, okay? And this is a weird process. So we'll go over this more on Monday, but I want you to try it, okay? So the first thing I do the same exact thing. I say y equals 5, 6, and these steps are right here if you want to like read through them. 5, 6x minus 12. Okay. The second line I put the right side, which is y equals 2 minus 3/2 x. Okay. Now, this is to make it easier. This is a process. So I'm going to click and hold. Whoopsie. Are we really doing this? Okay, I'm going to turn this one red, turn this one blue. Now, I'm going to look at the inequality. I have less than or equal to. So I'm going to type red, less than or equal to. And to do that, I literally hit less than and then equal to blue. Okay, so I want red less than or equal to blue. Now, I'm going to click home and look at this. Where do they cross? They cross at 6, -7. So that means x equals 6. I write what the x is. Okay, and again, I'm just going to turn that orange to make it a little bit easier to see. This is where it gets weird. Where is red less than blue? Less than means lower. Lower than blue. Red is lower than blue on the left side. That means x is less than or equal to 6. See, because I've got the or equal to, so it's x is less than or equal to 6 because red is lower on the left than side. Okay, I put this orange line so I can see where, see where the difference is. It on the left side of the orange line or the right side? Let me try another one, okay? This is, again, it's a weird process, okay? So for this one, I have y equals -4x plus 10. That's my first one. My second one is y equals 5x plus 55. Okay, I'm going to turn this one red. I'm going to turn this one, maybe not. I'm going to turn this one blue. All right, and then I'm going to write using red and blue what I have. So left side is red. The sign is greater than or greater than or equal to blue. Okay. Now I'm going to hit home again, and I'm going to try and find where they cross. They cross when x is -5. So I'm going to put x equals -5. All right, and then turn it orange. Now at this point, I can eliminate G and J because they don't have -5. I just got to figure out which way the inequality sign goes. And remember, I never trust this inequality sign because I might have a sign flip. Remember we talked today about, if I divide by a negative, I have to flip the sign, and I don't know what's going to happen here. So I'm going to look. What side of the equal sign is red bigger than blue? Red is bigger than blue on the left side, so that makes it less than or equal to -5. Okay, let me show you what this whole situation would look like if we use the real Desmos calculator. The real Desmos calculator is bomb, and I'm sorry we don't get to use it. I am continually sorry about that. But again, I don't want you guys to get used to doing something that you're not supposed to. So on this one, if I put -4x plus 10 less than or equal to, is it less than or greater than? Oh, nope, it's greater than. Greater than or equal to 5x plus 55. It shades it for me. So you see how it shaded everything to the left of -5? Do you see how when I did this, I had everything to the left of -5? So we're kind of doing the same thing. We're just kind of having to figure it out a little bit more because Desmos isn't gonna do this for us, because the state of Texas wants you to be able to do it yourself. Okay, we will practice more of these, and so again, the answer to this one was H, less than or equal to -5. Okay, we'll do more of this, don't worry, but I just wanted you to have something in case you wanted to look at it tomorrow. Tomorrow in class, you're still going to have to show your work, or today in class, you're still going to have to show your work on most of the problems, but I want you to know how to do this, and we'll talk more about it on Monday.